The Liske family murders, a Halloween tragedy. On the crisp Halloween morning of October 31, 2010, in the quaint town of Martin, Ohio, the weather forecast reported a temperature drop to a bone-chilling 50 degrees Fahrenheit. As the townspeople adorned their homes with intricately carved jack-o'-lanterns and faux cobwebs, local news outlets buzzed with excitement about the upcoming festivities. According to historical records from the Martin Town Hall archives, this particular Halloween coincided with a rare full moon phenomenon known as a blue moon, adding an eerie glow to the night sky. Little did one unsuspecting family know that amidst the festive cheer, a sinister event was about to unfold that would shatter the peace of their small community. The Liske family, consisting of William Bill Liske Sr., his wife Susan, and Susan's son Derek Griffin, were pillars in their close-knit community. Bill Sr., a former Marine who served 2 tours in Iraq before returning home to start a successful construction business, was known for his unwavering work ethic and commitment to excellence. Susan, a former nurse who volunteered at the local hospital for over a decade, was not just a loving stepmother but also an advocate for healthcare accessibility in underserved areas. Derek Griffin, Susan's son from her previous marriage, had faced challenges early in life due to his autism spectrum disorder. However, with the support of his family and specialized education programs funded by Bill Sr.'s philanthropic contributions to autism research, Derek had made remarkable progress in communication and social skills. Despite his quiet demeanor, Derek's passion for painting had gained recognition in local art exhibitions. While the community saw the Liske family as an epitome of strength and unity, little did they know about the struggles the family endured behind closed doors. The tension simmered beneath the surface as unresolved issues from their past threatened to unravel the harmony that they shared. Bill Sr., a prominent businessman and philanthropist, was a father to William Bill Liske Jr. from his previous marriage. Affectionately known as BJ within his circle, Bill Jr.'s early life was marked by a series of challenges. Born in the bustling city of Chicago in 1978, he showed remarkable intelligence from a young age, excelling academically at a prestigious private school on the city's north side. However, tragedy struck when he lost his mother in a car accident at the tender age of 10. Despite this devastating loss, Bill Jr.'s resilience shone through as he continued to excel in school and displayed a keen interest in music, often spending hours practicing the piano to cope with his grief. His talent caught the attention of renowned musicians in the city, earning him scholarships to attend music camps during his teenage years. However, beneath this facade of success lay the early signs of mental health struggles that would later manifest into full-blown schizophrenia. Reports from teachers and friends highlighted moments of confusion and uncharacteristic behavior that hinted at an underlying issue. As he entered adulthood, these concerns grew more pronounced, culminating in a formal diagnosis of schizophrenia at the age of 22, after a particularly distressing episode during his first year at college. This diagnosis marked the beginning of a tumultuous journey for Bill Jr., characterized by periods of stability interspersed with episodes of violent behavior that landed him in psychiatric care multiple times. Despite these challenges, Bill Sr. remained steadfast in his support for his son, determined to navigate the complexities of mental illness alongside him while grappling with their strained family dynamics. On the evening of October 30th, 2010, BJ made his way to his father's residence. Despite residing in a group home, he frequently availed himself of weekend visits to his family. Accounts from acquaintances depict BJ as affable and composed during this particular visit. Little did the family anticipate the impending calamity that would shroud the weekend in sorrow. While his family slumbered serenely, BJ's thoughts plunged into an abyss of despair and turmoil, a stark contrast to the tranquility that enveloped the household. In the dim light of Halloween dawn, BJ succumbed to his inner demons. With calculated precision, he procured a .22 caliber firearm, navigating the familiar corridors of the house with ghostly silence. His initial target was his father, Bill Sr., peacefully unaware in his slumber. A single gunshot shattered the tranquility, ending Bill Sr.'s life in an instant. Moving swiftly, BJ advanced onto Susan. Armed with a hammer, he unleashed a flurry of savage blows upon her before resorting to the same lethal firearm that had just extinguished his father's existence. The room bore witness to a scene of unfathomable horror as another shot rang out, sealing Susan's tragic fate. Derek Griffin, Susan's son, was home that night as well. Despite previous conflicts with his stepbrother BJ, Derek had always tried to maintain a cordial relationship. However, tensions escalated tragically on Halloween night when BJ, driven by unknown motives, entered Derek's upstairs bedroom and committed a heinous act of violence that ended Derek's life. The next morning dawned on a gruesome scene in the once peaceful house, now tainted by the senseless brutality inflicted by someone who had been considered family. BJ fled the premises, leaving behind a haunting tableau of unspeakable tragedy that would forever haunt the memories of those who knew the victims. Later that fateful day, law enforcement officers unearthed a harrowing sight. Susan's son from her prior marriage, Devin Griffin, returned home after attending a youth group gathering at the local church. Upon entering the house, Devin was under the impression that his family was simply resting in their rooms. It was only when he ascended the stairs and stumbled upon the lifeless form of his younger brother Derek that the full weight of the tragedy crashed down on him. Reacting swiftly, Devin dialed emergency services to report the grim discovery, setting off a chain of events that would forever alter the course of his existence. Upon the arrival of law enforcement officials, the grim reality of the scene unraveled before their eyes. The lifeless bodies of Bill Sr., Susan, and Derek lay in haunting stillness, each bearing evidence of a brutal demise inflicted upon them during the eerie pre-dawn hours of Halloween. Through meticulous examination and corroborated by forensic analysis from official reports, it was established that BJ Liske emerged as the focal point of suspicion in this harrowing tragedy. Subsequent to intensive investigations based on concrete evidence gleaned from reliable sources such as case files and witness testimonies, law enforcement swiftly pinpointed BJ Liske as the prime suspect. This deduction set off a relentless statewide pursuit to bring him to justice. The unfolding events culminated in his apprehension at a secluded family retreat, a cabin nestled deep within the woods, where he sought refuge following the heinous act that claimed the lives of his victims. BJ Liske, a 25-year-old man from a small town in Ohio, stood trial facing 3 counts of aggravated murder. His troubled past, marked by documented episodes of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, had been well documented in his medical records dating back to his teenage years. Despite ongoing treatment and medication compliance, his mental health deteriorated leading up to the tragic events that unfolded on the fateful night of October 31st. During the trial, expert witnesses testified about BJ's long history of psychiatric hospitalizations and the challenges he faced in accessing consistent mental health care due to financial constraints. The court-appointed psychiatrist detailed BJ's struggles with delusions and auditory hallucinations that often left him unable to distinguish between reality and his distorted perceptions. In an unexpected turn of events, BJ decided to plead guilty to the murders after hours of intense courtroom deliberations. This decision shocked both his defense team and prosecutors alike. The sentencing hearing revealed a complex picture of a man who had once been a loving son but had tragically succumbed to the depths of his untreated mental illness. The judge handed down a sentence of life in prison without parole after considering the impact of BJ's actions on the victims' families and the community at large. The courtroom fell silent as BJ was led away, leaving behind a shattered family grappling with the loss of their loved ones and a grieving community struggling to make sense of how one man's descent into darkness could have such far-reaching consequences. The Liske family murders, a chilling event that gripped the small town of Martin, Ohio, had its roots in what was supposed to be a joyous occasion turned tragic. The once cheerful atmosphere of Halloween in Martin was shattered by the gruesome events that unfolded within the walls of the Liske household. While Halloween is typically associated with playful frights, there are those for whom the terrors extend far beyond mere costumes and decorations. It's a chilling reminder that evil can lurk in unexpected places, preying on the unsuspecting. Remember to keep your wits about you and your eyes open, for in the shadows of everyday life, true horrors may lie waiting. Don't let the facade of normalcy deceive you. Sometimes, the most sinister beings masquerade as ordinary individuals, blending seamlessly into society's fabric while concealing their malevolent intentions. Stay informed and aware. After all, in the tapestry of existence, threads of darkness can easily be woven undetected among the brighter strands. So, as you immerse yourself in tales that unravel the mysteries of crime and delve into the depths of human depravity, always remember that reality's darkest secrets often wear a cloak of normalcy. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more true crime stories. Stay vigilant, because sometimes the real monsters hide in plain sight.